chain being broken right now. Yes. Every generational curse is broken right now, God. We thank you for newness of life, God, right now. Oh, Bosata, ya Bosata. Have your way, have your way, have your way.
The kids have to walk this way, coming that way they pass Walnut, this way from Chestnut,
Up Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon, going every week at school. But what they're experiencing on their way to school and going home.
Yes.
Because we know Camden is 3 miles by 3 miles, it's 9 square miles, 77,000 people. You know, majority of people walk to school. They don't take a bus.
Right.
So they're walking through the prostitutes that we just saw.
Yes.
They're walking through the drug addicts that we just saw.
Yes.
Gang violence, all kind of things that can happen right here at, you know, these streets here in Camden.
On their way to school. The school's right back there.
My wife teaches right here at Wigan School.
Wigan School,
School's been there for a long time. And, you know, these are the streets. This is Broadway. This is Mount Vernon. We just passed Chestnut.
Yeah.
I go there every year and I talk to some of the kids.
Right.
They're scared. How do you feel when you're scared to go to school and you're scared to go home?
Come home.
Some of the kids told me that they literally walk around the block. They see drug activity or gang activity.
Yep.
We just came just now, 2 blocks from here, and 2 people were in the corner getting high.
I'd so rather be with my kids right now, watching fucking Sophia, the fucking princess right now, and
Take her to see
eating,
that.
just sitting there, just being in her presence. I'd so rather be doing that, and I just don't know how to not do this.
What's your drug of choice right now?
Fentanyl and cocaine.
Aren't you scared about that as well, or concerned because of how strong fentanyl is? Or that's the part that you said you are, but you're not.
Scared, but I'm not.
You know, you're a young lady. How old are you?
34.
You're young. You have your whole life ahead of you. You realize this time next year, you could be a totally different Jessica.
This is what the Jessica that I was. Mom, working, so bored, square, Jessica. Everybody thinks
I'm sorry, everybody thinks what?
Everybody thinks being in the street is all fun and getting high. No, it's not fun. It's fun the first 2 days, and then after that, it's just the biggest struggle. Dying.
When did you start with being addicted? At what age?
Like 22. About 22.
So all through high school and even college, you were doing okay.
Yeah.
And then 22, something happened, and
Got
you
addicted to Percocet.
Percocet. Was that prescribed?
It was, but then I just used to use it regularly.
Have you tried going to detox or anything?
Yeah. I just was in detox a few weeks ago.
And
I just
normally
had
that-
a baby.
Did you
8
really?
months ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old is your baby?
She's 8 months old.
What's her name?
Nina.
Is your mother taking care of Nina, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, at least you have that support, so it's not the system.
Yeah. I have a 13-year-old boy also.
13-year-old boy. Is he at home with your mom as well?
No, he's with his dad.
With his dad. Well, thank God they're not stuck in the system, though. You know.
Yeah.
What got you to this point? What moved you from? Where are you from? What city?
Salem.
Salem. Down there in Cumberland County. What?
Salem County.
Salem County. I'm sorry. What moved you from Salem County to Camden to go from probably a suburban home to now basically in the street here in Camden? What caused that? You can be truthful and honest.
My addiction.
Your addiction. And the services were here in Camden.
It was convenient to be here. You
Convenient.
know, like my addiction, I lost everything. As far as like my mom, it had been a lot of years of drug use, and she couldn't tolerate it anymore. I have
Were you
kids.
put out?
Well, I can't. If I'm gonna use, I can't be there.
Right.
I respect that. And so
Good.
I had lost my apartment.
You lost your apartment.
I lost my job, and I lost lost my car.
Wow. You probably were
lost
working at the
everything
time.
at once. Yeah, I was working.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Salem High School.
You went to Seattle High School?
I went to college.
Where'd you go?
Salem Community College. I went to nursing school.
I know exactly what it is. 30-something years out here, I know what it is. I know how when you fall, you just feel like maybe this is just how it's supposed to be. Because I'm tired of getting back up, getting knocked back down. I know what it is. I know what it is. But I'm here to let you know, this is temporary. Trust me, it's temporary. It's temporary. You can do this. You can do this, and God can help you. Trust me. You know, we try to carry the weight on ourselves. You know, we try to carry a weight that we don't have the strength to carry. God can remove it.
From the last video, we had a lot of different concerns and people wanting to make sure that we get the truth and make sure that we're not just, you know, asking random questions. So I have a few questions just to ask you, and if you'd be truthful, that'd be great.
Straight and raw.
So,
Raw.
number one, what could the city do for our kids?
Definitely, I mean, it's just my theory, doesn't make it right or exact. But I think they can build some more community centers, maybe boys and girls clubs. I see Cooper building every other week. I don't see why they can't build, you know, maybe something like maybe after school programs, something like that, maybe.
Facts. What type of programs were there when you were a kid?
Oh, absolutely none.
None?
I'm 42 years old, born and raised in East Camden.
Okay.
The only thing we had was Dudley Grange Park at that time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I don't remember no programs of me coming up.
Do you think the city is rising?
No, crime rising.
Okay.
About it. Ain't no city rising nowhere. I've been hearing that a lot as well, like the city's rising. I don't see it, I don't feel it, and I'm on the streets.
Facts.
I definitely don't acknowledge it. I think it's just the saying. People just like to say that to feel good, to, I guess, give themselves hope.
Definitely.
But it ain't nothing rising about Camden, man.
Recently, there's an article published that said that the crime rate is actually decreasing. So, as far as what you're saying, that's not really true. I'm seeing that it's going that way too. The crime is going up. Every time I turn on the news, there's another homicide. So, I'm trying to figure out what the truth is on the story, because the news is saying one thing, but then we come out in the streets and it's a whole different thing. So,
I mean, me personally, I mean, you got a lot of people that's not current with the newspapers. You got a lot of people that's not reading, a lot of people that's not watching TV. But for those that are, I guess it's like a safe zone. Give them something to look for. But for someone that's actually in the streets, bro, I could tell you, I bullshit you not. Crime is not decreasing.
okay.
I just had a brother kidnapped.
Right, yeah. So how could they say that it's going down when we have different things like this going on? What changes need to be made in order for the city to rise?
It's kind of crazy to say, but I think the people of the city need to get more involved. Me, myself, personally, I used to walk through the city and feel responsible for the homeless and helpless. Not because of how or why. I just felt as though I could do better to lead by example.
Facts.
Sure, I may have gave my charity coming out the store $1 or $2 here, but I never gave my testimony. These my same people going through the same adversity, diversity. I never gave them a chance to hear my story as to how I was making it. Then I became homeless, and because of that, I stopped feeling love and became love. I live and survive off the love people show me straight from their heart, humbled me.
Amen.
So I got a duty and obligation to do the same thing as well.
If you don't mind me asking, how'd you become homeless?
My mom died. I put everything I had trying to save her estate, you know, her house. She was way behind. You know, I lost my family, I lost my car, I lost my savings, I lost my job. Just trying to save some of the memorabilia.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, I ended up on the streets.
How long ago was that?
Been out here maybe about 4 months now.
Okay.
Been trying. I'm homeless, but I ain't helpless.
I like that.
You know what
Definitely.
I mean?
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised. I tell people all the time, if you look at me and think this is it, you have no idea what I'm worth.
Facts.
But I just can't get that shot, just one shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just one small opportunity.
What's your name?
Jerome.
Jerome? Okay. Because a lot of people are going to be seeing this.
Oh, no problem, man. He asked me, you know, I told him, yeah, I don't mind camera.
Right.
I don't, you know what I mean?
Because there is talent out here. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of possibilities for the different individuals in the city. But just like you said, there's no real opportunity. We see the opportunity down there, but we're not getting it. Are they coming to your door knocking saying, oh, you know what, we got jobs. We're coming to the city, we got an initiative, we want to see what your worth is. You know, where can you fill in?
Right.
I haven't seen it.
Nah.
I haven't personally seen that.
I spent 13 years, 7 months, 6 days in prison. And among many things, I've learned patience and tolerance. But prison has a very limited amount of space for mental growth. You have to take the initiative. Same thing on the streets.
Facts.
Because like you were saying, I doubt if anybody gonna knock on the door, hey man, we got a 10, 13, 14-hour job. You want it? You gotta take the initiative.
That's facts.
So that's what I'm out here doing, man. Just trying to beat the streets up, just trying to see where I can get in, fit in, earn my money. My dad said if you earn it, you'll always keep it. If you chase it, you'll never have it. So
Facts.
I don't mind earning.
Definitely. I got a couple, just a couple more questions. What changes have you seen for the better over the years in Camden? I know we already talked about not really seeing too much, but are there any positive things that you have seen?
You know what? And these people, I see these people set up sometimes on Broadway, usually down Transportation Center. These people, they give away food, clothes, and things of that nature. What I have seen is a lot more people doing that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I have seen a lot more people coming out giving.
Facts.
I have seen that. I have seen it. Now that I can say, because it used to be only a few groups that come out, but now it's almost every day of the week somebody's out there doing something. You know what I mean? So.
Do you feel like that's helping inspire the community a little bit?
Well, it can go both ways. It can help. It can give you inspiration to do something. You know, lead by example. But it can also cripple you and make you lazy. It can hinder your growth.
I like that.
Like, for example, if a woman raises a man-child on her own, she has a tendency to hinder his growth. She protects him from authority. If I know these people are coming every Tuesday and Thursday, I'll sit back and wait instead of just going out and try to earn myself. So it can work in two different ways.
Right.
Because I've met people out here that's been homeless for years. Years. I understand times is hard and sometimes it get like that, but you have to try something. Anything.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Instead of just running in circles. And I did my own survey. A lot of the homeless, 72% of the people that's homeless in Camden are not from Camden.
Wow.
They're not. They come here from other neighborhoods, suburb neighborhoods. They get up here, you know, whatever they choose to do. I don't judge anyone.
Yeah.
But they get stuck and never leave. Meantime, they getting all the beds in the shelter. They getting all the first opportunities while the people that are actually from Camden are sleeping on the streets and getting ticketed or bothered for loitering.
Facts. Is Camden becoming a better place for you and your family?
Absolutely not.
And what are you willing to do to save our city of Camden?
I gotta lead by example, like I was saying. The moment I can get my foot out of this mud, try to do something better for myself first, and maybe I can reach back in and grab some of the brothers and maybe my family and try to upbring us, man. But I gotta do something for myself first. So I'm not making any excuses.
Facts.
I'm not blaming anybody. I'm too old to be learning from mistakes.
I like that.
Once you know right from wrong, there's no such thing as a mistake. Bad decisions, but there's no such thing as a mistake. So I just gotta write in a few things, man.
Okay.
Be patient, take my time and write in a few things.
Definitely. I appreciate you, brother. Jerome, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We both gonna get
I know, facts. Shoot.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you.
With my card, we have the marker.